Did all line out was selected? It wasn't this. No. Who's changing?
Jason Nugent's in there.
Sean Flanagan's fullback.
His number what? 23.
Sean Flanagan's in for
23.
23, yeah. And changing Loman.
Two changes, one on each team.
O'Keefe's got
23 is in
23
here.
is in again.
And Sean Flanagan
Yeah.
is playing.
Yeah.
17.
17, yeah.
He's in for Keith.
O'Keefe, isn't it? O'Keefe is not playing.
Yeah,
Fullback.
O'Keefe. Now he got injured the last day. His dad lives beside me at home. He came from there, yeah.
All right.
Came from Tennessee, yeah.
How you doing? Oh, yes. What, most of it was here. Most of the week, and then they were so. Huh?
Right, Carl, they're just going to announce quite a line, the line up for the. Let's go, thank you, people, everyone, for the ball, and for the half. So, it's all the way to €100 you give out.
Okay,
Half
okay.
line, senior final. There's also a second prize on the ticket, which is in the race from Brixton Kids. There's a kids education company to give away a free place at Halloween camp at Loman and prior to €79 each. So Brixton Kids, the second prize here today is for the Halloween camp at Loman.
Gerry, what's your verdict?
I think Lomas had more firepower, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think Lomas just had more firepower. They got their matchups right though, you wouldn't know.
Depends and how well they're
Jeez, Garrycastle is tough enough. They're all one team, but they're just too. I think Lomas just have too much firepower up front.
with that lawn. I'm fucking I was thinking, yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Hiya, babe.
Hiya, Ned.
I was looking at your proposals for the junior championship.
Well, I haven't done definitive yet, but there will be proposals.
But you, I tried.
Well, those things.
I used it last year, you agree with me. I said the run round should be enough for me.
Ned, I'd never disagree with you. Too much sense for that now, Ned.
So it's a lovely day for the game. Last time we shot the night, wet.
You
night.
got all the rain, Gerry, last night, you did?
Huh?
You got a lot of rain last night.
Well, that rained all night. All night. Okay, I will give it a few. Yeah, I said let me start. Yeah. Yeah, there any marching around here. I start in a couple of minutes there. Hello everybody, welcome to TEG Cusack Park for the Westmeath Senior Football Final between Garrycastle and St. Loman's here. Both of them with 7 titles behind them, looking for title number 8 here. Garrycastle, remember, were going for 4 in a row last year, and they were beaten by their neighbours Mullingar Shamrocks, and Mullingar Shamrocks were beaten in the Westmeath semi-final this year by Garrycastle, a game that everybody's looking forward to. I'm joined by Westmeath star Gerry Egan from Terrace Pass, and of course Gerry played against all these footballers. Gerry, a game that we're all looking forward to, and a hard game to call maybe.
Yeah, 2 very experienced sides. As you said, Lomans were going for 4 in a row last year, but a lot of these Garrycastle lads were in Leinster and Ireland finals only recently too, so going to be very tight to call. I think Lomans got the better of them in the group stage, but you know, it all comes down to the end of the day.
So I also Willie, you know, it's a fantastic day for football. If we were to talk about this maybe 9 or 10 o'clock last night when it was opening the heavens, you'd wonder what the day was going to be like. But the TG Cusack Park in splendid condition.
It's a very good pitch for taking rain. Obviously it has to be, because there's a lot of rain to take overnight, which will make it for a good game rather than a messy wet one. So I hope the rain stays off, and we're looking forward to a great clash.
Absolutely. Damien Marr, the man in the middle from Ballinacary, get the referee getting the game on its way between Lomans and Garrycastle. So Lomans are away, and the man that has it is John Heslin. He's wearing 14. A lot depends on John Heslin today. Maybe one of the best forwards around. Moving it in, lovely pass across into the centre. The ball picked up and going to go out now to the half back, and the half back is David Whelan. Whelan fires it into the centre now to the man gathering it up there. Are going to get it now is their number 9, and the number 9 of course Conrad Riley with the shot in, but has gone the face of the goals and gone out and wide. So the opening start there for St. Lomans, but ball gone in and wide. The finish not that good, Gerry.
No, but it was good play from Lomans, and you know, it was probably the right shot to take, but just didn't go over the bar, so it's a good start from Lomans.
Absolutely, the short kick out is vital, and this time Garrycastle have it. Mark McCallion gathering it, the number 4 getting it out the field. They will be depending and hoping to get scores early. We'll have a look down around, and Desi Dolan, Desi of course just gone 40 or 40 4-0 age, but the Desi still very, very fit. Scored 2 points in that semi-final against Mullingar Shamrocks, but Garrycastle are in the attack now, their first attack now. Ball heading down towards Dornhart, very good player as well. It's heading into the corner. Can Garrycastle get their opening score? The man that has it is their number 23. He's firing it in there, Jason Nugent. The shot from Nugent's gone in, but gone out to the right and gone out and wide. So a wide apiece, Willie.
A wide apiece, yeah, good opening so far. Both sides have had an opportunity to attack. It's interesting to see Desi Dolan still out there in the senior final at 40 years plus.
Absolutely. The kick out is short and was gathered up there for Loman, but they'll get a free out. That's the only free. Gone across on the far side of the field now. Nice little ball gathered up there by Philo, getting it, driving it in. He's still with the ball. He's strong. He's moving in, but the referee blowing the whistle, giving the free, and it's quickly taken, but it's just fumbled for a moment by Loman. Coming back to the centre half forward. Centre half forward is Ronan O'Toole. Ronan O'Toole, very stylish player. Ball gone into the centre, but it's a dangerous run for the keeper, but the keeper comes out well. Sean Brennan with it, gathers it with all the confidence in the world. It's the beauty of a shot down, and it's gone out to Alex Gardner. He's 14, but he's about 40 metres from his own goal. So numbers mean nothing in games like this, and the man that has it now is their number 10, Tom O'Halloran, a good footballer as well. This is a neat ball into the corner. This could be a chance here now maybe for Garrycastle. They're under pressure. It might just work out. It's not. It's brilliantly blocked down, but it's gathered up and it falls back to Tom O'Halloran. O'Halloran fires it into the corner here, and again the man gathering it up is Jason Nugent. He's after getting a lot of ball in the opening 2 minutes to play. Lovely ball across into the centre, messed up there for a moment, but it'll be picked up by the number 8, and the number 8 is Justin Barrett getting it back, but Loman's come away with that one, gathered up and out to the centre field. Riley again gathering it on the far side of the field. So certainly Garrycastle had a couple of chances there, unable to break through and get the score. No frees as the referee play. There is a free now. He sounded the whistle all right. The ball got crossing the far side of the field. So it's fast, furious football, but no scores yet. Scores looks going to be hard to come by, but it's early stages yet. Now gone to John Heslin. Here's the man that could put it over the crossbar. Heslin with on the left boot, not taking a shot, gets it back out to Riley again in the centre of the field. He's not going to take the shot either. Ball gone in. Could this be the opening score? It is a beauty. So it took them a while to get that one, Gerry Egan, but over it's gone, and the man that gets it is Sean McCartan. A great point from him, but Heslin was involved in it.
Yeah, and you can see what both teams trying to do. They're trying to isolate their main figures up front. John Heston inside for Lomans and young Nugent for Garrycastle. It could have been easily a score for Garrycastle, but Lomans got a good start and they're on the score.
Absolutely. Kick out's vital. This time it falls down and it's gathered up neatly by O'Halloran again. He's strong, he's a hard player. He's been fouled, says the referee. And the free now on the far side of the field, or not the free, is taken across on the far side of the field now and coming across, and still Garrycastle getting it maybe hard to hold on to the ball, but the ball's gone across on the far side of the field, picked up by their number 8, and that's Justin Barrett getting it in, but this is going to go out. It's a poor wide again for the Garrycastle men. It's their second wide, gone out over the line and gone out and wide. That was a good move by Loman, then the point coming off.
It was indeed. A couple of good chances for Garrycastle, said before, with number 23. Jason Nugent fully involved, but Loman's on the attack again.
Yeah, but back with play, ball being turned over there, and the man gathering it is the Garrycastle cornerback. He's gone on the ground, says the referee. It'll be a free, and the free is will be to Garrycastle. Garrycastle man gone down, Gerry, but.
Yeah, just scrappy. I suppose both teams trying to feel their way into it, but as I said, there's a pattern already beginning to start to appear in the game, and I suppose the next 10 minutes will tell a lot,
Absolutely. Here come Garrycastle. They're down a point. The man that had his Tom O'Halloran, he has felt the weight of the ball a lot. That ball going inside again towards Nugent. He gets it back to the corner forward, and the corner forward was the expert himself, Desi. He's gone aground. He gets no free out of that. He's still on the ground, Desi Dolan. He took a hefty knock there that time. Lovely clearances heading up here towards TJ Cox, and he's a real live wire. TJ Cox away inside still. DJ Cox, he's gone down. Has he lost the ball? He has, fairly and squarely, but John Heslin has overturned it again, and it's gone back out. This could be gone over the crossbar, is it? It's not. It's gone out and left, but a great ball there, Gerry.
Yeah, great defending by Garrycastle, and great defending by the Loman's forward line to get it back when just kicked away there.
Absolutely. Desi went down, but the ball went out, knocked away from him. This is short kick out. This mightn't work out. It's not going to work out this time for it will work out for Garrycastle and Tom O'Halloran again. How many times have I mentioned Tom so far? He's wearing number 10. He's back helping the half-back line. Some good football. Down the field again come Garrycastle. They're trailing 1-0 score. Very, very tight game. Oh, great overturn again, and the referee says no. Legally it is, says Damien Marr, the referee, and the man that has the ball in his hand is Owen Monaghan there, the number 11. It's going to be a free, and the free is back a little bit further than where the player finished up. Who's going to take it? It's taken there by Dornhart, and Dorn, one of the experienced players, gets it across to James Dolan, another experienced player. Again, ball gone inside. This is a good chance this time. Ball gone in from the full forward. The full forward is Alex Gardner. A brilliant point put over from Gardner. That was a good move, Gerry, and a great finish.
Yeah, and I'd like to see more of Alex maybe further up the field. He's very deep at times, and if you can get more ball into him and young Nugent, it'll cause problems. Absolutely.
The breeze, whatever breeze that's in it, is with Garrycastle, but I think it's a breeze that'll make very little difference in either halves. It's not strong. It's back now with Paul Whelan, one of the Whelans. They're getting it gone away up the field, heading it in towards the full forward line. It'll be gathered inside and got by John Heston. Oh, lovely ball inside. This could be the chance. The keeper's out. Oh, it's gone in. Has to be a goal. Yes, it is. The man that had gone it in is Ken Casey, the man that pumped it into the back of the net. But you could see it coming, Willie.
You could, yeah. Garrycastle got caught badly there. Ball broke kindly to Casey, and he doesn't miss from there.
Absolutely, but a lovely ball in from John Heslin, and Gerry, that could be a big moment in the game.
Yeah, and it was a great through ball that opened up all the space, and the goalie, I think, did everything he could, and it just fell kindly for Casey, and he couldn't miss,
Absolutely, the goalie came out, and he couldn't expect him to do any more, but the ball just fine kindly for Ken Casey, of course. And that's into the back of the net, and that'll give Ken lots and lots of confidence now in this county final. And Luke Dempsey, the manager, on the side here. Losing last year was certainly disappointment for Luke. That's a lovely catch by Tom O'Halloran in the centre of the field, and away come Garrycastle. A great final. Still O'Halloran, a lovely ball inside. If it's gathered inside, it is gathered inside. A chance, and it's a point. It might have been under the crossbar by Alex Gardner. Brilliant move down the field again, but the ball's gone over, and that's a great return, Gerry, from Garrycastle.
Yeah, another defence splitting move, and I suppose a bit more composure he could have put in the net, but it's another score on the board, and exactly what they needed after Rome's goal.
Absolutely brilliant football it is in this Westmeath County final. The ball got in the centre of the field and the man getting it out there was Justin Barrett, playing very well. Lovely ball again back to Desi. Desi with the ball, moving like a youngster with it. Still Desi, jersey being pulled and dragged, but the referee has come to his aid and there'll be a free, and the free is going to be on the 45-metre line. Slight breeze behind him. Is Desi going to take it himself? We'll just have to wait and see. But certainly it's an opening 9 minutes of top-class football with 1-1 to 2 points. That's 4 points to 2, little or nothing between them. But the goal could be the difference coming, as I said, from Ken Casey in that opening 7th minute of the game. Brilliant score from Casey, set up by Heslin. Goalkeeper could do nothing about it. Ball gone in, not gone over the crossbar. It's held inside and boxed out. 2 players getting mixed up with that. It should have been clear. And here comes a chance now maybe for Garrycastle to pick up on that. They're making hard work of it in front of goal and they're going to be overturned. Certainly the referee has sounded the whistle a free out. But certainly mix up with the Loman's back line, but eventually it worked out okay for them. But Casey getting the goal in the 7th minute of that game could be a turning point of this Westmeath Senior Football final. Long way to go. We have 9 minutes, almost 10 minutes to play. Gone now in the ball, lot to play on the far side of the field. Loman's very fit, very fast. Luke with a lot of young players brought into his side after losing a few players from last year, and TJ Cox is the man that gathers it. He's a young fella with a great potential. This young TJ Cox, great skill, gets the ball back out into the centre of the field. They're playing it well up towards their midfielder Riley, very strong player as well. Ball pumped into this side to the goal getter Casey. Casey's turning, he's twisting, and Casey's got inside again, and certainly there could be a second goal down here. Gone down, there has to be. Is he outside the penalty zone? He's not outside it, he's inside it, and it's a penalty. And certainly the Garrycastle backs in real trouble, Gerry, this minute.
Yeah, they just seem to be standing off. They're 2 or 3 yards off, and you can't with the experience and the ability the Loman's forward line have, and it was definitely a penalty, you know.
Absolutely, and Willie Gerry, the backs, and certainly Ken Casey causing trouble up there, but John Heslin as well. But now it's the penalty, and certainly this goal going in is going to put real pressure on Garrycastle.
Well, yeah, and the Alex Gardner miss a few minutes back could become a lot more crucial, but neither the full back line are actually brilliant in the early stage of the game, so maybe there's scores available to both sides if they play it correctly.
Absolutely, John Heslin doesn't miss too many like this. This is a penalty. He's facing Sean Brennan in goal, and John Heslin not walking back too far. Brilliant shot from John Heslin. Left corner of the post into the back of the net. 11 minutes, a little with 11 minutes gone. John Heslin putting it into the back of the net. So that's 2 goals, one in the 7th, one in the 11th minute to leave it 2 goals in a point to 2 points. So certainly St. Loman's are setting the pace, and Luke giving the instructions from the sideline. So what can Garrycastle do? The slight breeze is with them, but Lomans are in the driving seat, and out in the centre of the field the foul is committed on Dornhart, and he'll play his heart out. A man that has given great service to Garrycastle and to Westmeath in the past as well. Lovely ball across into the centre for Justin Barrett. Barrett back to Tom O'Halloran. O'Halloran having a fine game out into the centre for heading as well. It's been put back now from the full forward. Alex Gardner have gone on the far side of the field. They're building slowly, but Lomans are certainly there in numbers now. Garrycastle getting it hard to get in. Justin Nugent with the ball. He has got 2 or 3 in the opening few minutes. Didn't get any scores, but they're being pushed out now. It's gone back out again to the midfielder, and the midfielder Dornhart. Dorn getting it across to the corner. It's gone here now to Desi Dolan. Can Desi engineer and Desi, a huge kick from Desi, gone to the left and gone out and wide. I make it 3 wides now for Garrycastle, and certainly scoring chances. The short kick out again, and it goes to that man Paddy Dowdle, hurler come footballer, and Dowdle getting it out the field now, and Loman really in the driving seat. The centre back Cablin Riley getting it back into the centre, moving it across, gathered up by the midfielder again, and gone across to the halfback. At the halfback's David Whelan on this side of the field. He's settled the game down, but certainly Loman's now. It's the Riley moving it back. The corner back here gathering it up, and the corner back's Paddy Dowdle. He'll be in a hurling final next Sunday. He'd love to pick up a football medal as well. And now the man that has it is David Whelan, flying through. He's on the 45-metre line. He's moving it in. He's waiting for the pass to come through. This could be a good chance. Maybe another chance of a goal. Certainly could be a goal down here. Shotgun in. Brilliant block down. Or is it? It is a brilliant save, Willie.
Great block there by the keeper there. Good chance for Foley Arinda to get a goal. Clean through, but good work by the Garrycastle goalkeeper, Sean Brennan.
Absolutely, third goal almost on the cards, but what a move by Follow up the field, but it's falling back here to Sean McCartan. McCartan getting it into the centre to the half-back Paul Whelan. Whelan's gone inside again. There's danger all the way. The referee watches on. Who's going to get his robbed and overturned by Garrycastle? They're under severe pressure, but eventually they'll work their way out of this one, or will they work their way out? The man that has it is Doran Hart. He's back helping his defence, but here come Garrycastle, but they're under severe pressure now. They're going down the field, waiting for the ball. It's their centre forward, Owen Monaghan. Monaghan, lovely footballer as well, Owen Monaghan. Gets no room, back to Tom O'Hanlon. O'Hanlon fires the ball into the centre to Desi. Desi lets it off again to Owen Monaghan. Monaghan will try to lift for the kick. He'll pump it into the corner to Nugent. Nugent gather. Oh, he can't keep it in play. Good move, all right, Desi. Or Gerry, but listen, the third goal almost coming at one end of the field. So Garrycastle under serious pressure.
Yeah, and anytime Loman's run at them, they're causing them severe problems, and it probably should have been a third goal only for some brilliant last-ditch defending. But just Lomans have more about them up front. It's kind of strange the tactics Garrycastle are playing. They're leaving 2-on-2 inside, and it's just not working for them really at the moment.
Absolutely, and here come Lomans again, and the player that has it is Ronan O'Toole. We know what he can do with it, Ronan. Ball gone in. This is danger again. It's gone to Casey. Casey sidesteps nicely, and Casey puts it over the bar. Lovely shot by Ken Casey. He has scored 1-1. His 7-minute goal, and now he's popped over his point, and that comes in 15 minutes and 15 seconds in to the opening half. So certainly Loman's in the driving seat. Kick out will arrive. Neat little ball on this side of the field. Will it be kept in play? It's gone out. It is kept in play, but the man that gets it is the St. Lomans. Their number 12, that's David Windsor. Getting it back to number 6, Cavlin Riley. Riley with the ball now. He sends it to the number 10, and that's McCartan. Good footballer as well, Sean McCartan. Throws it back to centre half forward, Ronan O'Toole. Sends it up into the centre now. They're coming back. Oh, certainly there has to be a free and maybe a little more. Pull straight down. The referee not too far away, but he's taking no note. He's just letting it go. No malice or anything in it. But John Heslin is out there gathering up the football, and he's going to take the free now as we approach the 16th minute of the game. It's 2 goals and 2, an unusual score line to 2 points, but goals will win games any day. And Heslin he's not going to try and point at John. He's got the goal from the penalty. He's going to play it in. There's pushing and there's shoving going on around the place, and Heslin takes a short run across to Riley. Conrad Riley with the ball now. He's a strong player. Gets it across the Philo. This side of the field, the man was almost in for a goal, but it's gathered up neatly by the centre half-back, Cavlin Riley. Riley with the ball. He's about 50 metres or so out now from the Garrycastle goals into Ken Casey. Casey's having a wonderful opening 20 minutes, but this time it's overturned and cleared out the field. It's not going to be a good clearance, or will it work out for Garrycastle? They need a score, and the man that's trying his best is Jason Nugent. Nugent's a fine little young footballer. He's been pushed, 2 players around him. He'll get his free in. He's been held, and it'll be a free in this side of the field. Who's going to take it? It's taken short, and it goes back out to Alex Gardner. Garden will drift the ball across on the far side of the field, picked up by Michael Monaghan. Monaghan getting it into the centre. Monaghan will wait. Gardner is waiting for the return as well. Who's going to kick it in? It's kicked in. Is it going to go over the crossbar? It is go over. Was it their number 5? It was James Dolan, the man that put it over, and you could bet your life on James he'd get a score in the game at some stage, and a goal getter as well if one fell his way. But the need scores 2-2 to 3. But here come Lomans. They're really controlling the game very, very well. Ball heading back in out to David Windsor. Windsor now with the ball, firing it up on the far side of the field out towards Riley. He'll get it towards near the line. It's heading in towards TJ Cox, the young man. Oh, this time Cox, his shot been blocked down, but he gathers it again on the second. This is a lovely ball in for Casey. Can he get it? Can Casey? He blocks it down. He has controlled it well. 2 players round. This is a lovely ball back to John Heslin. Heslin in front of goal. A goal by Heslin. John Heslin, as neat as you like. A soft goal, I have to say. He just went in. Not a great shot or anything like that. But Gerry Egan, it doesn't matter how good the shot is if it rolls in. It just went to the right corner. John stuck it in the right corner. 3-2 to 3 points.
Yeah, and as I said, I just can't understand Garrycastle's tactics at the moment. They're just leaving 2-on-2 inside, and it's just not working from them. They have so much space, and a late run from John there, and he just stuck it into the corner. So Garrycastle really need to change something, or this game's going to be over very soon.
Absolutely. Well, it might be over as it is because 3-2, that's 11 points to 3, but the goals are coming so easy, and that was such a simple goal, so easy. But Ken Casey's the man that's causing huge problems in that full forward line for the Garrycastle men. He has scored 1-1, he has been involved in a few others, but John Hesden has neat as you like into the corner. So John has scored 2 goals already, one from a penalty in the 11th minute, and that one coming in the 18th minute, and certainly that could be game over for Garrycastle to have a real fight on their hands now. And the referee, are we looking round? Is there changes being made? The referee, we're just seeing what's happening here at the moment. But Willie, that goal from John Hesden, as neat as you like.
Yeah, and he took it well. Actually, great ball by Ken Casey, spotted him. But as Gerry says, the Garrycastle defending leaves a lot to be desired. They need to change something fast, or they'll concede more goals.
Absolutely. So the scoreline at the minute, 3 goals and 2 to 3 points, and certainly 3 goals and 2 points, you know, not a scoreline you see in Gaelic games too often, but it doesn't matter. Garrycastle won't mind. Here comes Mark McCallion for Garrycastle, or Loman won't mind. The scoreline goes back to Gary McCallion out in the centre. Ball fired across into the centre for Alex Gardner, but he's a long way out for goal. That's not going to work out, or is it? It is. It goes in towards Tom O'Halloran. O'Halloran with the shot, with the keeper somehow, but it's a penalty, says the referee, Damien Marr. The hand out. It's a penalty for Garrycastle, and that certainly is the breadline they need, because certainly they need something, some injection now to get them back into this game. Could that be it in the 20th minute, as Tom O'Halloran, and certainly Tom O'Halloran has been playing well in this game, was involved in that. It's a penalty now for Garrycastle, so it's 3-2. This is the second penalty, and it's Alex Gardner that was the foul, and we're looking now at the goalkeeper here, and the penalty to be taken. 3-2 to 3 points now. Shot coming up from blocked down. Gardner with the shot, and certainly nothing going right for Alex Gardner with that. Right at the keeper, and certainly the keeper now, Jason Daly, he'll be happy with that, and certainly everything going right for St. Loman's. And here they come again. They're dashing up the field in great speed. David Whelan with the ball, lovely ball into the centre, cut off by John Gaffey that time for Garrycastle, but Garrycastle missing the penalty in the 20th minute could be crucial. Back out it goes to Michael Monaghan out there, goes back into the centre again. They're coming again. Monaghan getting it in. The man that has it is James Dolan. Dolan's a man in front of goal. If he got half a chance, he'd get a goal, and he won't get half a chance. Nugent, the young fella as well, is trying to get inside. He's been overturned brilliantly there, and Paddy Dowdle is back there, and Gavlin Riley between them. Magnificent ball gathered again by Sean McCartan. McCartan getting it back in towards David Windsor. Windsor fires it across the road, and O'Toole going to take the returner, is he? Well, he has number 10 Sean McCartan with him as well. Lots of players. This Loman's team really up for this game, and really put together well. Back centre half over, John Hesden is out there as well. So they're moving it in. King Casey there as well, the corner forward away out from goal. So certainly the Garrycastle full back lines are at 6s and 7s in this opening 22 minutes. That was blocked down, easily enough blocked down, but there's Garrycastle any power up front. Can they get through to get the score? Neat little ball into the centre. They're coming now with this one. Maybe they'll be hoping to get something. They got nothing out of the penalty. The man that has it is Michael Monaghan. Strong player Monaghan. That's going to sail over the crossbar. There's a brilliant point there from the half forward Michael Monaghan. But certainly Jordan needed a score, and needed it badly, but they needed the goal from the penalty worse than anything. But it was, not a great shot. Easy enough save, but fair play to the keeper. He got it out.
Yeah, look, goalie gets right, and it was a good save, but it was a massive moment in the game, and it doesn't look good at the moment, but look, they'll just have to keep chipping away, and if they can keep it in distance at half time, and reset, it could be a different second half.
Absolutely, but a long way to go. 3-2 to 4 points. They're playing with whatever breeze that's in it, but the breeze is not going to make any great difference in this game. It's not a match win and win or anything like that, but I suppose when you're behind and you're playing against it, you want everything that can go for you to go. But the referee, Damien Marr, doing a very good job out there. It's a free, and the free is going to be to St. Loman's back there, and Gavlin Riley's the man that's going to take it. Lovely ball across into the centre. They're flying at St. Loman's at the moment. No, certainly the man that has it there is Sean Flanagan. He got a match-winning goal in that semi-final. Ball gone inside. The man that has it is Heslin. He's dancing round with it, toe-tapping right and left, getting it out into the centre, waiting for the centre forward, Ronan O'Toole. He'd love to get on the score sheet. Maybe he will now. He'll throw it back to David Whelan. Whelan with the ball. Neat little one again into the centre, and the man going to try for the score himself is Paul Whelan. Paul Whelan with the shot. No, he's a half back. That goes to the right and wide. So certainly scores are slowed down a little bit. The penalty could be a big moment in the game, Will.
But definitely big moments so far. Great save by Jason Daly. He gets right and got a hand to it. That score would have been a great boost to Garrycastle. They're still, 7 points behind. But it's not an insurmountable gap, so if they can get a couple more scores before half-time, maybe they can hang in there for a good second half.
Absolutely. Lovely ball from Tom O'Halloran. He's having a fine game. Gets it across again to that young man called Jason Nugent. Nugent trying to get inside. He is going. He's been held on to. But the referee says no holding on. Play on, says the referee. And out come St. Loman's again. And the man that has it is Paul Whelan. Whelan across into the centre, and they're building again. And the man that gathered this one is David Whelan, from one to the other. And they come. Lovely brand of football. They're playing it wide. They're playing it open. And the referee saw an off the ball foul there. Committed there. And it's going to be a free in. TJ Cox is the player that was fouled. Ball wasn't in near him at all, but the referee, good refereeing there by Damien Marr, and it's going to be a free, and the man going to take it is Ronan O'Toole. O'Toole, neat little ball back to number 9, Conrad Riley. Riley in the centre, wearing number 9. Lovely ball back again to David Windsor. Windsor dispatches it neatly across into the centre. This is great play from Lomans. Back to O'Toole again, Ronan. He's toe-tapping right and left. He's trying to get inside his man, and the man he's getting inside is Alex Gardner. Sends a neat little pass into the side now towards TJ Cox. Cox now, he's going to go for it himself. It's in, and it's gone to the right and wide, and certainly Garrycastle's wide's mounting up, Ger.
Yeah, but again, Lomans, they're way more patient in attack, and they're not trying to score off the first phase like Garrycastle are trying to do, and they're working their scoring opportunities just a bad wide in the end.
Bad wide in the end, and the kick out is on its way again out to the centre. Lovely block down, but it's going to go out over the line ball far side of the field. But take a look at the watch. 25 minutes, almost 26 minutes of the opening half gone. A fast, free-flowing first half. A games of 3 goals for St. Loman's in the opening minutes in the 7th and the 18th and the 11th minute of that opening half certainly were key points of this Westmeath senior football final here in TG Cusick Park. Not a great line ball because it's gathered neatly by Lomans again. They have lots of players running, waiting in the David Windsor. If it comes his way, it does come his way now. David's going to try the shot himself. It looks good from here. David went. No, the keeper blocks it down. A dangerous ball. Gathered neatly, and it's Garrycastle thought it was heading over the crossbar as well, but it wasn't. There's Dorn Hart out there, ball gone away down the field now to centre forward Owen Monaghan again. Lovely ball from Monaghan. This is a neat ball inside. Can it be gathered? Referee says no, free, and play on, says the referee, and gone back in. Then still Loman's player down in the centre of the field, and we'll see about it. He's up, he's okay. Referee taking no heed of it at all. He knows there's no injury or anything. He just went down. But here comes the man number 12, David Windsor. Windsor's toe tapping. He's on the 45. The sun shining brightly here in TG Cusick Park as the ball goes back again to the half forward Sean McCartan. McCartan with the ball. He's going to make an angle for himself, or is he? He's not. He gets it across to the centre forward Ronan O'Toole. O'Toole does it back to David Whelan on this side of the field. A neat ball. He's looking for the return. The man that has it is David Windsor. He's been fouled and held up completely. Can't get inside there, and this will be a free in, and it's a chance maybe for John Heslin to edge St. Loman's a little further ahead. He's picking up the little bit blade of grass to check what way the wind is swerving, that he'll get the ball, or is he going to take the short one? He's finding a player on the far side of the field. Good work by John Heslin, one of the most experienced players, getting it across into the centre towards the referee. Says Jersey pulled again, another free in. Breeze seems to be getting stronger. Well, it might be because there's lots of heavy rain coming in tonight. The flags are flowing, but we hope it keeps away till this county final is over. This is another free for St. Loman's, and certainly John Heslin will be in no rush whatsoever to take it when he takes a look at the scoreboard. 3-2 to 4 points is the score here in the Westmeath Senior Football final here, a final that everybody expected would be tight and close, but when goals goes in early in the game, the man is running a tool with that one, and that's a splendid score, Gerry.
Yeah, and as I said, just backing up my point, Lomans are just way sharper up front, and as I said, Garrycastle just can't cope with like the intricacy between the forwards in the Lomans forward line, you know.
That's the expert view there from Gerry Egan from, of course, that famous Thurles Pass Club over there, not too far away from Mullingar here. So it's a great score again. It's 3 goals and 3 to 4 points. So make that what you like. There's 8 points dividing the sides, and here come Garrycastle again. They'll be looking for something from Michael Monaghan. Can he inspire them? He gets them to Tom O'Halloran. He has been playing very well, but they can't really cut through this. Back again to O'Halloran. He was brought down for the penalty, but the penalty wasn't scored. Gets a lovely ball in. Oh, that was a good ball. Gardner got it in front of goal, but the whistle was gone. It's a close-in free now. 1 minute of added on time, so that'll tell you this game flowed and ebbed up and down the field. There was very, very little stoppage time in it, just 1 minute, and the man going to take it is Tom O'Halloran. He's going to take the free, but certainly Alex Gardner will be wondering why he didn't put that penalty into the back of the net. It's 3-3 to 4. It'll be 3-3 to 5 in just a moment here in TEG Cusick Park, and that's what he does neatly. He doesn't kick it too high or too hard, but he just pops it over the crossbar, Tom O'Halloran, for the point to narrow the gap just slightly. So 3-3, that's 12 to 5. That's the scoreline. And certainly St. Loman's, the team that were heading for 4 in a row last year, deprived by the men from Mullingar Shamrocks. They were beaten this year by Garrycastle in that semi-final. But here comes Loman's. They're fit, they're fast, and certainly lots of skill about them. They're moving it up the field. This is danger the whole way. Another free and another foul given away. The forwards are really cutting knife edge through this Garrycastle full back line, and the men from Garrycastle in real trouble here. So it's 3 goals and 3 to 5. It'll be 3 goals and 4 to 5 in just a moment, because John Heslin's the man. He's leaving, he's going to take it out of the hand. This'll seem easy enough for John Heslin to put this in. He scored 2 goals, and this could be John's first point of the game. John Heslin with 2 goals is some scoreline. He's tapping this one in and tapping it neatly and tapping it over the crossbar, and that's coming in the 30th minute. We just have 1 minute. We haven't even a minute. We have about 30 seconds left to go in this opening half here in TEG Cusick Park. 3 goals and 4 to 5 is the score, and the referee Damien Marr sounds the half-time whistle. A good opening half from the players, but in particular from St. Loman's, and they're in the driving seat. And Gerry Egan, how do you sum up that opening half?
As I said, just Garrycastle need to go in at half time and really get their shape together, because they're leaving Casey and Cox inside with 40 yards of space, and it doesn't matter who the defenders are, they're not going to mark that, and just runners are coming from deep and they're causing huge problems. And just Garrycastle need to get shape in their forward line and get their matchups a little bit better. And as I said, they're just going to need a goal to really get back into this game. But Lomans are definitely the better team, and they're taking their scores. And over the years, when they've won their county championships against us, even they've scored goals, and that's the difference why it is being so far, you know.
Willie, Gerry, can you see any way back for Garrycastle?
To be honest, no, I can't. And Gerry's right. Lomans have goals in them. Well, we've seen that already. But they also seem to be more incisive in attack. They've had the majority of possession. Garrycastle have been fighting a rearguard action to try and stay in the game. They've missed the penalty, could be a big loss from. But having said all that, Lomans seem to be the stronger all-round team. They're winning a lot of primary possession around the middle of the field. Garrycastle under desperate pressure. They have a big mountain to climb. Maybe they can. Hopefully it'll be a better second half for them.
That's about it, Will, at half-time in the Westmeath Senior Football Final. At half-time, Garrycastle in complete control of this county final. They're leading 3-4. 3 goals coming in the opening half. 2 from John Heslin, 1 from a penalty, 1 from play, 1 from Ken Casey in the 7th minute of the game. A penalty missed by Garrycastle in the 20th minute. So that's the figure, the facts of this and the figures of this game. But at half-time and the scoreline, it's 3-4 to 5 points in favour of St. Loman. They're really going to put in a fight. They need a goal to put them right back into the game. And the man that has it is full forward Alex Gardner. He's 30 metres out. The kick from Gardner is high and it's curling in and over the crossbar. That's his third point. Now, 2 points for Garrycastle, Gerry in the second half. There's a little bit of fight in them at the moment. So 3-4 to 7 and Desi gone off.
Yeah, and you just need, as I said, you need Alex up there with that young Gardner man. And, they can cause problems. But you just worry that Lomans are playing so defensive, and if they get one break, it's man on man with Casey inside and he's 50 yards of space. That's the only thing I'd say, but hopefully they can keep the press on and make more of a game of it.
Absolutely. So it was James Sheeran, the big man in there. He went for that one, didn't get it, but a little bit of pressure. But here come Lomans now. They haven't scored in the second half, whatever breeze that's in it. But here they come. They're in search of something. The man that has it is David Whelan. Whelan dispatches a huge one down. Who's going to win the race for this one? That's a great bit of work there, I have to say, by David Windsor. Windsor kicks it on. He has the speed. He gathers the football well on the far side of the field. A lot to play on the far side of the field. Moving it back in. I'm looking around where John Heslin's operating. Goes back out towards the centre of the field, and it'll be gathered up neatly there by David Whelan. Whelan will send it in across now. There's lots of low blue jerseys round. It's coming heading for Sean McCartan. McCartan down into the centre. Now with ball breaking down. Play on, says the referee. No, there's a foul committed and it's going to be a free to Loman on the 45-metre line. And who's going to take this one? John Heslin is out to take it. 3-4 to 7. So it's 3-4 to 7 at the moment. And John Heslin with the free now. We're in the 5th minute and a few seconds gone here in the second half. The sun disappearing. The breeze, a slight breeze from left to right, but it'll be behind John Heslin. He's taking a look. He's 50 metres out. He's maybe 45 when he kicks it. It's a neat ball in from John, but the accuracy had the distance, but the accuracy gone to the left and gone out and wide. John has scored 2 goals, one from a penalty and one from play in the 18th and 11th minute. The kick out for Garrycastle will come. Desi Dolan gone off, as we said, at half time, and here come Garrycastle from the kick out, gathered by Mark McCallion. Neat ball back into the centre of the field for Mark McCallion with the ball, gathering it neatly. He's on the solo run. They have got a couple of points in that second half now, and they're certainly going to try and make a fight out of it. Under serious pressure in the opening half. Foul committed, and the man playing well is Alex Gardner, 14, but he's all over the place. They maybe need him to stay in round the parallelogram. That's the place if he got the ball, he might get a goal. But here they come now. The sun is beginning to shine again, and the man that has it out there is Doran Hart. Doran will give everything into Gardner again, and Gardner now is on the solo run. Still Gardner. He's gone 30-40 metres. Still Gardner getting it into the centre. In towards Justin Barrett, trying to get inside. Chance on maybe for, are they going to be turned over? Well, they're under severe pressure, but the referee, Damien Maher, has awarded a free in, and the free is going to be to Garrycastle and Gerry. This would be their 3rd point and a good start to the second half, and we're only gone 6.5 minutes.
Yeah, and there's just a bit more about their play. They're being more patient and also being more direct as well. So to kick this now, they're back to win 5, and it'll make Lomans push out a little bit more as well. So hopefully you can kick this over.
Absolutely. So there's another player coming in coming in is Conor Cosgrove is coming in to the Garrycastle team, and is he the man that's going to take the free? He is, Willie. He's the man that's going to take the free.
Free taker. He has been known to be a free taker over the years, but unless they're not sure to have a free taker on the pitch, I hardly think he was just brought on to take frees. But anyway,
he's taking the free. But I remember when Desi went off in the semi-final, they missed a lot of frees in front of goals. But I can tell you, Conor Cosgrove, no missing there. Gerry bringing in the sub, the free taker to take the free. But in the quarter-final, they missed a few bad ones in the second half as well against Mullingar Shamrocks. But no missing there. Gone off the team, and Jason Nugent is the player that's gone off.
Yeah, and I think if anyone can remember, if they're at the Leinster club final, Conor went up and kicked the winning free. So, he has a bit of bottle about him, and good free, and it brings him back into the game.
Absolutely, and here comes Garrycastle again. They're moving well. In front of goal is the goal Don. James Dolan's the man that's gone in, but Dolan's gone aground. He's brought to the canvas, as one would say. But there's not a boxing ring or anything like that. But James Dolan was flying through, and we know, Gerry, if James got half a shot at goal, what was going to happen?
Yeah, and they need that them type of runs from Jimmy. He's known for them, and it was a great run, and he got his free, and it's another score on the board, and they just have to reset, win this kick out, and they're really putting pressure back on Lomans.
Absolutely. So it'll be the free in and the free. This will bring Garrycastle back to have them on 9 points now. That'll 4 points. So it's over the crossbar. The man kicking it over was Conor Cosgrove. He's only in the game about 2 minutes and he has 2 points already, Jar.
Yeah, he's making his impact alright, and a good free taker is can make it for any team, you know what I mean? So, if he can get them handy scores, he'll take them.
Absolutely. So is there a revival? Oh, fantastic ball. Heslin went up. Didn't gather completely, but it's gathered by Garrycastle. They're really up for this. We saw what happened in the minor game. It's the same to happen in the senior football final here. But certainly the opening 10 minutes of the second half is proven certainly good for Garrycastle. They're giving all their worth. The high ball is heading in. Brilliantly caught inside. A chance, a penalty for Garrycastle. What a ball by James Sheeran. Up he went, down he came, but he was held on to. There was no getting away, Willie Garrity.
Gerry's right. They're more direct into the full forward line, causing havoc in front of the Loman's goal. Another penalty, a great chance. Now we'll be right back into a big. I didn't think it possible at half time, but Garrycastle have defied us once again.
Absolutely. Well, this will be who's going to take this one, and it's Alex Gardner again. Will he think of the first one? But certainly, if they get 2 penalties and don't score one of them, what would you say? But he's coming up with it. Everybody holds their breath in Garrycastle. The shot in the back of the net. No messing with Gardner. So 3-4 to 1-9. Gerry, we had them written off at half time, but now look at the scoreboard and we're only 10 minutes in. 3-4 to 1-9.
Yeah, and fair play to Alex. He stood up there and showed huge leadership after missing the first one. And there's a great game on now. And we alluded to it earlier on that both full back lines were struggling. You know what I mean? So I think they put a big man in the square there at Garrycastle, and they're utilising it. Absolutely.
There'll be a free here and a card. Dorn Hart gone a hefty tackle in Dorn Hart, but I think Dorn will be well able to take it. Yellow card for Fio in the centre of the field. So 3 goals and 4. So here comes the free for Garrycastle. They're moving as they never played before. Great football. Oh, that's a bad pass by Garrycastle. They had play in their own hands, but gave it away. But Lomans haven't scored in the second half. Luke Dempsey will be worried. He's watching this one with a great eye on it on the far side of the field. They're moving down the field. This is their second time to move down. Can Garrycastle move players back? Coming in, Heslin's the man that has it. Cross on the far to Fio. Brilliantly blocked down. That's gathered neatly. The ball gathered neatly again by the. It has to be a free. No free, says the referee eventually. What a performance back there. Was it Dorn Hart was back? Centre forward Owen Monaghan with the ball. Monaghan, lovely ball inside. This is absolutely rip-roaring football from Garrycastle at the moment. It's gone into Michael Monaghan. Monaghan's on his way. What can he do? He's been bottled up. Sends a lovely ball back out to Tom O'Halloran. O'Halloran, neat little ball across to Gardner. But Gardner is the man. A ball in from Owen Monaghan. Should have been over the crossbar. Didn't go over. But back with play now. Here come Lomans. 3-4 to 1-9. Lomans haven't scored in this second half. Lomans under severe pressure. They're back in their own half the field. The man that has it is Cavlin Riley. Riley, what'll he do with this one? Trying to get out. He's been under pressure. Is there a free? No free. There is now, says the referee, a free. He played for it. He got it all right. He did go down. Was Riley the centre half back. So the clouds overhead. We hope the rain keeps away for another hour here in TG Cusick Park. Here comes the free for Loman. It's gathered up neatly by Paddy Dowdle, the evergreen Dowdle, the hurler come footballer playing in the hurling final next Sunday. Great sportsman. Ball gone in. What a performance here by John Gaffey. He has overturned Garrycastle. Gaffey's on the sideline, very close to it. Has he a player inside? He has. The referee said he touched it on the ground on the far side of the field. It was in favour, so 3-4 to 1-9. 12 minutes, almost 13 in the second half. It was 3-4 to 5 points at half time, and that's the score at the moment. 3-4 to 1-9 now was Garrycastle fighting for their lives in this Westmeath Senior Football County Final. Both of them have 7 titles won. Who's going to win number 8 here? Ball gone across towards centre half back, Cavlin Riley. He's been overturned, and Garrycastle, everything going right for them. There has to be a free in here. No, says the referee, play on a free out. I thought maybe a little bit hash on that occasion, but certainly Damien Maher's having a good afternoon in the centre. Here come Lomans. No score yet in the second half. Coming down the field, 3-4 to 1-9. It was 3-4 to 5 at half time in this county final. We thought it was over at half time. It's not over till the fat lady sings to say. And here comes Ronan O'Toole. Is he to open the score? There might be a goal down here. Casey has it in front of goal. Shot got back, but it's cut off brilliantly by looking, was it Gaffey and McCallion between them. It's heading up to the cornerback moving it across, and here come Garrycastle again. Ball heading across. Doran Hart is waiting. He has it in his hands. Doran would love to win another county medal. Still Doran Hart back to Alex Gardner. They're having the game of their lives, the two of them. In towards Mike Monaghan. Monaghan with the ball, 30 metres out. He's trying to dummy his way inside. Can't get inside. There's a chance on here, or is there? Where's Sheeran, the big man that was fouled? There's a free in for Garrycastle. The man brought down, I think, was it Dorn? Jimmy Dolan was there again. A free in, 3-4 to 1-9. This will make it 3-4 to 1-10. Nothing going right for Loman's, Gerry, in the second half.
No, but there's 2 different teams here with Garrycastle, and you know their experienced players are really standing up. John Gaffey's had to turn over the ball twice. They're using the ball better. They're more direct. And one big change is Jimmy Dolan was man marking Heston in the first half. You know, it was taken away from his game. They're after switching that at half time, and he's getting more go forward ball, and it's playing to Garrycastle's hands.
Absolutely. Chance for Garrycastle to pop over another, and another goes over. The man that came in not too long ago, Cosgrove, has scored 3 points. Lethal on the freeze. 3-4 to 1-10. Make that what you like now. So the gap is narrowing all. No gap at all now. So that's, I was just looking at the score. So that's 13. Sides level. What a comeback by Garrycastle in the second half. Luke Dempsey's about 2 or 3 metres in on the sideline. And John Heslin. They'll be dependent on John Heslin to pull this one out of the fire. Ball gone in here. Who gathers this one? The man that has it is Ronan O'Toole, but he's made go back. What a change by the men from Garrycastle. The man that has it now is Sean Kelly, the corner back. He's trying to come out with it. He's been overturned, or has he? It'll fall back to centre half back, Cavlin Riley. Riley will send a huge one down to Sean McCartan. McCartan now. They're playing with whatever breeze that's in it, but they have made no impact in the opening 16 minutes of the game. They might now, or will they? No. Pass goes astray, and here comes Garrycastle, and the man that has it is Justin Barrett. He's having a fine afternoon as well. Out to Dorn Hart, another star. Hart is racing up the field. He's been fouled, but the referee says he held on too long. Kick the ball away. It'll be brought back. Dorn Hart. So it'll be a free. The next score could be crucial in this one, Gerry.
Yeah, and as you said, the next score is crucial, but you can see both teams are trying hard, and there's been big turnovers on both sides, but all the momentum's with Garrycastle and have to make the most of it, because Lomans are going to get their purple patch in the second half too.
Absolutely. 16 and a half minutes gone. Could anyone believe at half time 3-4 to 5 that halfway through this second half that would be sides would be on level terms, that the men from Garrycastle have scored a goal and 5 points in the space of 14 minutes of that second half. Is there a change being made? There is, because it's St. Lomans that are making the change. Coming in this 20, Kevin Regan's coming in. We'll see who's coming off. He's coming off. Oh yes, the man that got the yellow card, Folo coming off, the man that got the yellow card, the midfielder, and he was playing well, but Luke's calling him aside. He'll be disappointed. He had a great semi-final. So now it's a Loman's free, back in their own half the field. It's all to play for in all the county finals, but here come Lomans now. They're in search of something here. They have no score yet in the second half. They'll have a player, and the player out here is Paddy Dowdle, the hurler come footballer, a man with a stock of medals. Gets it to Heslin, and John, here's the man. Ball gone away from him. Referee watches on. What'll he do? It'll be a free up the field. Heslin, great work, great robbery, I have to say, by Garrycastle. are they to go ahead. The man is James Dolan. A lot of people call him Jimmy Dolan, but he doesn't mind what's he called. The man comes out here and gathered it up is a Gary McCallion with the ball. He's under pressure, still under pressure, but he'll get the pass away, and certainly the man that has it is number 5. There's James Dolan again into the centre, going back to Dolan. Oh, the pass went astray from Owen Monaghan. It went astray. Could it be a vital pass from Monaghan as went astray? Heslin is out, and the man that came on there a moment ago was out there, Kevin Regan, with it, wearing 26. He's not too unlike Heslin. TJ Cox, he's the man that really didn't do well. He'll get a free in, but the free is gone in. It's over the bar all right, but the referee, had he blown, what's he doing? He's given the point. He's given the point. So we hadn't seen a lot of TJ Cox, Ger, but he's got a crucial score.
Yeah, massive score and great work rate by him. But he's beyond Mark McCallan, who's an excellent defender. So he's going to earn his scores too.
Absolutely. This will be a free out when the ball's kicked out. A nice kick out. It was a short kick out to Doran Hart. Hart read it well. Going to the cornerback, and the cornerback coming up the field, getting it up towards Michael Monaghan. Monaghan getting it across on the far side of the field into the centre, and now Alex Gardner. He's having a wonderful game, Gardner. Gone back to Monaghan again. Is there another score in the men from Garrycastle? A huge performance in the opening 15 minutes. The man that has it is number 11, Owen Monaghan. Owen Monaghan. Ball gone in, clips it in, and as neatly it's over the crossbar. That's a great point, Ger.
Yeah, excellent. And, turnovers are a massive part of the second half. And Garrycastle turned them over and got a great score by Owen Monaghan.
Absolutely. The quick kick out could be a massive turning point here in the game again. Monaghan getting that one. It was a quick, so here comes out in the centre of the field. The man that has it is Paul Whelan. Referee watches on, no free. Riley with the ball out into the centre towards McCartan. McCartan with the ball, still McCartan. Has he held on too long? Referee watches on. He's going to give a free in, or is he? He is giving a free in, Ger, a free in.
Maybe a bit harsh, but you can see Garrycastle's work rate now is really after up, and Lomans are struggling to cope with it. So Heston have a chance here now to maybe put another score on the board. So they'll be happy with that after the spell Garrycastle after having.
Absolutely. Here's a chance of a shot. Oh, it's gone wide. It's gone wide. The man that had it. Sean McCartan with a great shot, 20 metres out. He blasted it to the right and wide. The sides are deadlocked. 3-5 to 1-11. Kick-outs arriving. Who's going to get it? Oh, my, Garrycastle missed it completely. Here come the men from St. Loman's. Is there a free? A soft enough free, I have to say, maybe there. But he might have caught him. This is a chance for Garrycastle to edge ahead. 3-5 to 1-11. So Garrycastle missed that one, Ger. Two players between them, they should have got it, they didn't. So this looks to be a free that Hesden will probably put over.
Yeah, and it's actually been brought forward 10 or 14 metres, so it should be a handy score. And as I said, Lomans are getting the momentum back a little bit, and just a break in the middle of the field, they just didn't get it there, and it was probably a good foul by Doran because there was a goal chance otherwise.
Absolutely. So the free in, and this is the chance, and John probably to put them ahead by the point. 3-5 to 1-11. Nail-biting stuff. A game that we possibly had maybe Garrycastle wrote off at half time, no one giving them any chance, but now you can see the scoreline, they're level. But John Heslan to put them ahead, put Lomans ahead by a point, and that's what John does neatly, pops it over the crossbar with a point. 2 goals from him in that opening half that could be crucial scores, and the missed penalty in the 20th minute at opening half by Garrycastle. Another change being made, and Garrycastle is their number 12 Michael Monaghan that's going to be replaced, and we'll tell you about the substitute in just a moment, will he?
I didn't catch you. Come on, we'll find out.
We'll find out in just a moment. But it's 3-6 to 1-11. Make that figures up that. There's 1 point between them as Garrycastle are leading. Oh, is this kick out going to work for Garrycastle? It did. I thought it wasn't. Out to the fullback, and the fullback was Jack Donoghue. Played it well. Back to the keeper. Possession is vital here now as the men from Loman's will push up on Garrycastle now and keep them from breaking up the field. Comes back out again, back into the centre. Hart is back there to settle down matters. Dorn Hart, he's playing all over the place. Dorn Hart sends it up. He'll be looking for gone in is the number Gerry Heenan gone in. Gerry Heenan has gone in. He's a big man as well. There's a foul committed on James Dolan. It's Dolan and Hart that's really stealing the show for the men, but the big man inside James Sheeran, they haven't sent a lot of ball into Sheeran since. This could be a chance on here now. Who's going to get it? Chance here. A goal! The man has scored it, his own Monaghan, the number 11. Monaghan pumping it in. You could see it coming. Garrycastle are gone ahead, 2-11 to 3-6. Ger, what a goal.
Yeah, excellent. And as you said, Dorn and James Dolan are just dictating the game out there, and you know, he turned in sixpence there and he blasted the net, so you know, game on again. Game
on. What a county final. A game we had written off, Willie, at half time.
Half time, we weren't expecting this at all, but Garrycastle have been totally dominant in the second half. And St. Loman's are a little bit shell shocked. I think they're finding it hard to build up any momentum at all. They've got a couple of scores, but Garrycastle have the momentum with them, and this is theirs for the losing now, I'd say.
Absolutely. So it's 3-6 to 2-11. Back here in TG Cusick Park, the man that has it now is Mark McCallion. He's been pulled and fouled by John Heslan. 2 arms round him, and John, you don't get away with that here, and it's 50 metres or so out from goal. 3-6 to 2-11. What a county final in Westmeath. We saw a thrilling minor final early on, and between Cornerstown, Kinnegad and St. Martin's. Cornerstown, Kinnegad were leading by 5, 18 minutes in to the opening half. So here comes the ball from Garrycastle. They'll be looking for something out of this. They might get something. They're leading, but the goal from Owen Monaghan could be a crucial one, and it's Dorn Hart. The play all revolving around Conor Cosgrove, the man that came in, has 3. Lovely ball inside. Trying to get away with it now is the number 10, and the number 10 is Tom O'Halloran, and rightly so, says the referee. Wasn't let play the ball. So it's going to be a free for the men from Garrycastle, and coming and take it is Harrington to take it. He's going to take this one. This is a long way out, Ger.
Yeah, I've seen this man. He's only come in new with Garrycastle this year. I've seen him taking frees, and he's decent now, so he'll be well within his range. And if he gets this over, his 3-point game, and you know they're in the driving seat.
Absolutely. The time is 26, 27 on the clock on. Ger to take this one. Against the breeze, the sun has disappeared, everybody holds their breath. He takes it in, not a good one at all, but it's not going to go wide. It's gone in across the goals. Is it gone over? It is. It's gone over from a man, Conor Cosgrove. If there's a man of the match, if Garrycastle wins, Gerard, it has to be him.
Yeah, he's made his impact, alright, and a very acute angle, and he put over the bar in a 3-point game.
Absolutely, 3-point game. So it'll be a free out. Is there? Yes, it is a free out. The free out is going to be to Garrycastle. Player injured. Referee, is he going to hold it up? Is not, or to Loman's. Loman's are in trouble. The man that gets the free out is Sean Flanagan. He got a crucial goal in that semi-final. But here come Loman's. 27 on the clock gone. And certainly Loman's, who think that they'd need a goal now coming into the 27th minute of the game. Far side of the field. They're moving it on the 45. They're back in the 45. It's Paul Whelan with the ball. Garrycastle will move in number. Back the field. Ball going up the field, but Garrycastle will win this one. But the referee says a push in the back by the Yes, 3-12, 2-12 to 3-6. What a game of football. And here come Lomans. They'll be looking for something, but the free is taken too quickly for Lomans. 27, almost 28 minutes on the clock gone. And it'll be a free. And Lomans are making a switch. They're bringing in a man wearing number 20. Is Conor O'Donoghue coming in. We'll see who they'll have another sub on the sideline. Number 22 warmed up as well. Garrett Hickey is there as well. Coming off there, is it their number 5 that's coming off there? David Whelan, that's gone. It's a free. John Heslin to take it. What is it out? 45-50. He's not going to try the point. He's going to drop it in. This is a good one in. Casey, brilliantly blocked down by the men from St. Lomans that pumped it away. They got the fist away from St. Lomans, but it's gone out over the line. But here come Lomans again. This is danger territory now that Lomans are in. Shotgun in, brilliant ball. Brilliantly blocked down in the full back. Jack Donoghue comes away with it. Lovely work by Donoghue. Gone back into the centre. They'll be playing around with this. It's a danger zone to be playing with it. The centre half back, John Gaffey. But certainly here they come again. And that's the referee signals a free. It was he going back to the Lomans player. He has but a high tackle there on the Lomans player. 29 on the clock on. And Gerry Egan, it's not over to settle the fat ladies things, but what a turnaround in this game if Garrycastle are to win it.
Yeah, phenomenal. And as I said, 2 different teams in each half, and their work rate has been phenomenal. Their backs have been tighter, and they just got it right. They've got a full-time sweeper in there. It's shut out there, 2 men inside, and they've took their chances, and they didn't do in the first half.
Absolutely. Yeah. Willie, we didn't see what time it up on the clock.
No, Jerry, we haven't had it yet. I think he's just consulting with the linesman. Was here a couple of minutes, I'd imagine.
Couple of minutes to say. 2 minutes of it. 2 minutes. I'm informed by Ned Flynn. Delighted to see him down here to my right. Ned Flynn, 2 minutes, and we're heading into the first one now in just a moment. So it's still Garrycastle. They're in the driving seat. Dorn Hart is back there as well. They're playing around with this one, but it's a danger time for them now. The man that has it is Mark McCallion with the ball. He's been tackled and dragged, and it'll be a free, and he's gone down as well. And Loman's giving away a lot of silly frees. And on the sideline here, I see a Loman's player. I'm just wondering, was that Sean McCartan, that is the number 10 that's here, being attended on the line? There's a Loman's player or a Garrycastle player being attended as well, so there'll be a free in. So Willie Gerry, 30-34. We're a minute and a half to go here. 3 points between it. Half time 3-4 to 5. We had them written off,
but signs on the door. 2 goals and 7 points in the second half against 2 points. That's how you win games. They've been brilliant in the second half, as Gerry said. They upped their work rate tremendously in the second half. 2 totally different Garrycastle teams. Lomans maybe in their minds at half time felt that they had it won. I don't know. In the mental side of things might have let them down, but you can't argue with it. Garrycastle have been outstanding in the second half.
But certainly do. So we're in 31 minutes and 7 seconds gone. There'll be a few seconds because there's players after being injured here. And the moment gone down here, a player down under us. There was a Garrycastle player injured as well. But I'm just looking round now to see there's one score between them. A goal would bring it to extra time. A score, but is it Ken Casey that's injured? Ken Casey going off, the man that got the goal in the opening 7 minutes of the game and got a point as well. So Garrycastle are in the driving seat. They're up around the Lomans end of the field, but certainly they have 3 points. It's a safe lead that certainly they can't lose the game, but there was a point, and here comes the man number 14, and it's over for point for Alex Gardner to put 4 between them. Is it game over for the last year's finals as they were beaten as well? 4 between them. We're deep in at it on time. 32 minutes on the clock on, and Loman's come. That's a 1/8. The Garrycastle spectators are on the sideline. They want to get in. Time is ticking away. 32-20. Here come Lomans. Is there a last fight? Leading by 4, 2-13 to 3-6. There's 4 between them, and that's certainly that goal from the penalty for Garrycastle. Could it be the turning point of that old Monaghan goal in that second half? There's a player gone down. James Dolan's not happy at all with the referee. There's a Garrycastle player stretched on the ground. The Loman's player, James Dolan's going over to try and intervene as well as the Garrycastle player on the ground. A pity, Gerald. It was a great sporting game. Now we see a little bit of niggly incidents coming into the game, but certainly at the moment it looks like Garrycastle are going to be champions for the 8th time.
Yeah, and Garrycastle won't mind this. Just time's ticking down, and I'd say we just route one into the square and hoping for luck. But it looks like Garrycastle's day, and fair play to them.
4 points is a safe lead. 4 points is a safe lead.
They have 2 scores to equalise it now for Lomans. They don't look like they're going to get either, and there's a wrestling match on here on the pitch as well.
Absolutely. Ball down. Who's going to get it? Garrycastle have it. Absolutely brilliant Garrycastle in that second half. Players wrestling here. Is it TJ Cox? That's absolutely. It'll be a St. Loman's player, but I'm surprised that St. Loman's, the leading so comfortably Garrycastle player stretched on the ground. Loman's player down here. 3-6, 2-13, 2-13, 3-6. Two 13-3-6. Garrycastle look like champions once again for the first time since 2014. The referee, what's he doing? Paul Whelan, is it?
Conrad Riley.
Oh, Conrad Riley.
Something happened now with the ball there. They've lost their cool.
You're okay? Yeah. Yeah. It's all over here, Will. 2-13-3-6. Yeah. Yet Garrycastle are champions. 2-13-3-6. What a second half performance. Trailed at half time 3-4 to 5 points. Garrycastle Loman's only scoring 2 points in that second half. Gerry Egan, what a turnaround.
Yeah, phenomenal, and it's 2 different sides. Garrycastle got it right in every position second half, and you look at the quality the Lomans have, and they kept them to 2 points. Full credit to them, fully deserved their win, and you can see the scenes here. They're delighted. It's been a few years barren spell for Garrycastle, especially the last decade or so.
Absolutely, and Will, we won't delay. You want to get to Tullamore, so it's a huge win for Garrycastle here to have beaten St. Loman's 2-13 to 3-6 to win their 8th Westmeath senior football title.
Unbelievable.
That's unbelievable.
Wouldn't have given them a hope at half time.
Yes,
Whatever was said.
Billy, it was the very same as the Leinster Club final in Portlaoise.
Yeah.
Loman thought they had it won.
I think that may be part of it.
Same as the Leinster Club final.
Players weren't great today.
No, they
For
weren't.
heaven must have won.
No, they weren't.
Tool was quiet.
Roland Toole didn't get a kick in the ball. Here, Whelan did nothing.
I thought, even though he was giving out there, he was out the field. Gardner was excellent.
Yeah, Gardner played very
Gaffey
well.
and Doran hard, and Jimmy
very
got
well.
freed up in the second half. He caused
With
something
the ball, Sheeran Cock was brilliant.
They did very well. They were brilliant in the second half.